Hey, what's up, guys? It's me and Ali here, my partner. Today we're going to be doing a quick anniversary edition of a Q&A, and we're going to be asking each other some questions and discussing them, going into a bit of detail, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Ladies first.
Okay. What were your assumptions about me when you first saw me? And did any of them turn out true? And if so, which things?
All right. So when I first saw you, I assumed and I knew you were beautiful. And but like in terms of personality wise and interests and stuff, I knew you were a singer, and I thought that was really cool because I was just getting into singing myself, and I envisioned like having like karaoke nights and stuff, which we ended up doing. So that was a big thing for me, a big green flag. What about you?
Me? I thought, uh-oh, he's a bit too cute and a bit too young. But I thought maybe you might be just, when you contacted me, I thought maybe you were just after a bit of fun. Didn't think you'd be wanting anything genuinely serious.
Yeah.
Um, and that turned out to be not true.
Proven innocent until proven guilty.
Correct.
That's
Which was
funny
nice.
because I actually kind of thought that I kind of assumed that you might not be looking for something that serious, because I thought, oh, there's no way she's going to take a 25-year-old that seriously, and I thought I would have just been blown off, and that would have been the end of it. But yeah, well, here we are.
Yeah, we're still here a year later.
All right.
Next question is, what's something about me that continues to pull you in every single day?
I think it's really like one of them is your loss for life, but really it's your deep, um, your deep kind of need to not really need your deep want, and I think you find a lot of purpose from genuinely making other people happy,
Oh,
and that's, for me, that's something that I admire so much with, because I've grappled with it a bit in the past of like, well, how much do I give of myself, and how much do I expect others to give, and what if I give too much and other people don't give back enough? But I think you genuinely seem to be a giver just by nature, and it just feels like not something else, like anything else would feel wrong for you. So I think I really that really pulls me in every day. Is just absorbing your free flowing giving nature, and joy towards others.
that's cute. Um, your heart pulls me in every day. Your eyes pull me in every day. Your smile pulls me in every day. I wake up feeling like it's all the back to day one every day. It's like Groundhog Day, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited to like see you. And when we're asleep, I'm like, I miss you.
Yeah. All right. I'll read a couple.
Yeah.
So, what's something we could both work towards that would help us grow? And we discuss it.
Um, you go.
Nothing comes to mind.
Well, I mean, I feel like we're growing all the time anyway, just naturally. We talk about everything and we work through any little niggles, and we always discuss what we want out of life in the future, I think that the key is to continuing the open communication to, always keep that going.
So communication is a thing that you'd like to continue growing.
Oh, well, I mean, I think our communication's top notch anyway, but I think it needs to continue that way. It's very easy just to get comfortable and
Yeah, well, to like maintain that
yeah,
level. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. For me, something that we could sort of grow together with, I think I'd love to grow with you. I love growing with you on many things, and we do a lot of them naturally anyway. But I'd love to grow with you, or set it as a goal to grow with you in the near future in the kind of fitness realm. And I don't mean going to the gym 5 days a week and having a strict regimen and stuff like that. But I'd like to go on more like, I'd like to call them like urban hikes, like set like two, destinations that are like quite a distance from each other, and like maybe there's like a coffee stop off point, and then like a final destination where we do a little activity, or just like find some walkable areas around that we can sort of make some fun with, and
That's a
make
good idea.
and not fall into the exercise as like a regimen thing, like I said, but more of like a, like where how can we bring back like childlike wonder with this,
Making
and
it
have some,
adventure.
yeah, or just walk somewhere and pretend to get lost, like just
Oh,
walk in
yeah.
random like
Yeah,
directions and stuff.
that's a good idea.
So yeah, that's for me, that's something I'd love to explore.
Nice.
Um, all right. What country, if forced to live in for a year, would you go to with me, and why? Has to be one.
Yeah. I would pick New Zealand because it's very similar to Australia, and I love my own country. And when I visited there, I didn't feel so out of place.
Yeah, right.
And it's so beautiful, and yeah, that would definitely be my destination.
Yeah, I feel like New Zealand feels like a kind of bordering cousin that has like a somewhat estranged accent, but like he's still part of the family
Yeah.
of Australiana kind of.
Sucks.
Yeah. uh,
The number sucks.
all right, so if I were to go to any country with you for a year, I would say Canada, because it's quite safe. Two, there's opportunities to go skiing, a lot of the year, and well, I'm not exactly sure how the seasons work there, but there's probably a
Yeah.
long winter there.
Yeah.
And like it seems very tranquil. The people, I've heard the people there are quite nice. So
Yeah. Pretty.
yes, but do you have a couple? Can you ask a couple?
Growing up, what were the things you were looking for in a partner?
Growing up, well, I was a bit of a late bloomer. That's the thing. So like, I didn't really. My only thought of like what I wanted in a partner when I was like, you know, like a preteen to like 20 was for them to like me back, like someone who would like me back.
Such
So
a boy thing.
it was a bit lame-o, but like that I didn't really put much thought into it. But it was a bit around 20 when I started to actually think about, all right, well, this is actually what I want. And although I hadn't had much relationship experience, I sort of had an idea of what kind of person I wanted to make my person. And for me, that was someone who was always, kind, caring, and courteous, and who I could have a laugh with, and who had, some similar interests to me. So we had some, points where we're on the same platform. and it's crazy because that's exactly what I have with you right now. So it's all like it's all come together, and yeah.
Cute.
What about yourself?
So probably from 12, 13, I was very obsessed with romance, rom-coms movies, romance movies. And I just lived like wanting or hoping that my future would be like the movies, where I had a Prince Charming
Yeah.
basically come into my life and um, treat me like I was the most important thing in the world, and vice versa. And I pretty much have got that, but it's taking me a little while to get there. Never too
It's not
old.
a race.
Never, it's not a race. But I have won this time, the race. But yeah, literally, like, was typical teenage girl. Wanted, the white picket fence, the three kids, and the Prince
Teenage
Charming.
dream type
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it's a nice story arc, I guess. It's like the trials and tribulations.
Well, I got it.
between.
I don't have a fence, but I got it.
Yeah. We'll have lawn soon.
Yeah, and a brick wall.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Oops, just have to.
A few moments later.
How have your priorities changed in the last 5 years, and what has left in the regard?
In that regard.
In that regard, what has left in that regard?
So it was how my priorities have changed.
In the last 5 years.
Yeah, okay. So looking at me when I was 21, pretty much my only goal at that point was to, for lack of better words, spread my social seed. So like by that I mean like casting myself out to as many people as possible and like really trying to fit in and like be cool. And I felt like I was back in that seat that I was when I was like 14, 15, but it was less aggressive. Like it wasn't as coming from as an insecure place. It was more just that like I really want to spread my wings, and that was when I was sort of moving out first, and so yeah, my priority was to make friends. I'd kind of just come out of uni, so I was just working full time, and because all I was doing, because my only duty was work, which is a pretty crazy job. Like it was, it wasn't really much brain involved in that. I spent like pretty much, the other 99% of probably like 95% of my energy into socializing. And so I met a lot of people. I wouldn't say I made a lot of friends. Like I probably met about 100, 200 people.
Yeah, wow.
Like, it was crazy. Like, and I was acquainted with maybe 50 of them. And I actually started a Facebook group chat that started off with 10 people, where we all went on like spontaneous night walks. So literally like 2 hours before, I'd be like, "Hey guys, location pin dropped," and then we'd all meet there and like
fun.
go for walks, and that was really fun. And then sort of as we brought more people into it and became almost like a little bit of a walking movement of sorts, it sort of went as like, "Oh, okay, can we add this friend of mine who's a friend of that friend?" And then all of a sudden it's got 50 members.
Yeah, right.
Most of which don't even engage in the chat or organize anything. And then it just became another like community Facebook mass group chat sort of thing, almost like a Reddit community or something.
God.
So, it got a little bit toxic, and, the more people involved, the more
Problems.
dramas can happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, but anyway, long story short is my priorities back then were to try and get myself out there, and actually my priorities now have almost reversed. Like my goal is to water and nurture the friendships and family connections and that are really close to me,
Mm.
and like keep yourself, keep my close family, keep my couple of friends, like best friends, really nurtured, and make sure that those are really strong. So although I have a tenth of the friends I did back then, or people I were associated with back then, I feel like I feel, at least 80% stronger in what I do have.
Mm.
So yeah, I'd say that's probably been the biggest flip in priorities. And yeah, and what the priority that's left me has been um, that urge to feel like a social butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as important anymore.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to the essay, guys. uh,
Just kidding.
what would you say your priorities of how they've changed, and what if any priorities have left you?
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, being a parent, my priorities were always the kids.
Mm.
And I kind of thought for a long time, and this is a lot of people are like this, but I thought for a long time that um, for me to be happy, I had to like make sure the kids were happy first.
Yeah.
And while in some cases that's true,
Mm.
I've realized over the last few years that my happiness is actually number one.
Yeah.
It's parent. It's like happy. They say happy wife, happy life. It's the same for me. Like if I'm happy, it's better for my kids anyway, because I was miserable for a long time, and it didn't make me a very nice person to be around at times. So now I kind of feel like I've put what I want to do first and what makes me happy first. And, obviously I care about the kids' feelings in my decisions in life. But at the end of the day, it's my life.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm not harming them in any way, then they will, just have to learn to accept that I'm now doing things for me.
Mm. Yeah, and you can do things for them that are also doing things for you. And I think what I've seen recently is that, yeah, like some of the fun that you're having is so happens to involve them as well, and some of the fun that they're having, they pull you into that,
Yeah.
and it's all like a positive feedback loop.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool to me.
Oh. What are some things? Sorry, rewind. What are some quirks you find adorable about your partner?
Okay. I love that like squeaky voice that you do. That, oh, no, Rippy, shut the door.
What's wrong with it?
It's so cute, and it's so endearing.
I would have thought it'd been like really irritating.
No, I love it. I almost feel like I'm missing something if you don't do it for a day. But you do treat me with it pretty much every day. So, yeah.
It's getting more and more.
And yourself?
I like your silly accent
Yeah.
that you put on, and how you blurt out random comments and words that I have no idea what you're talking about. But
Yeah,
it's all done in a very good accent.
almost kind of like
Tourette's.
yeah, almost like this autistic babble that comes out of my
I'm not sure about the. I'm not sure autistic babble. I'm not sure about the talking in the sleep stuff though.
Yeah. Oh, we had a recent thing where we won't go into it too much, but it was like, yeah, something had come over
Do the
me
voice.
in my sleep, and I'll take you to the place and tell you to.
I got that in the middle of the night. That was not freaky at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do one or?
Yeah, sure. All right. What has your partner done recently that has really impressed you?
Changing your lifestyle habits
Mm-hmm.
for making better choices for your health
Mm.
and like, you know, all your work, changing your career and all that stuff. And yeah, it's just been hugely impressive. Very
That's
proud of you.
good. Yeah, it's something that like unfortunately it took me kind of getting to a point where I was like not really not enjoying that kind of unhealthy lifestyle, and it was to the point where you were sort of like um really concerned for me and a bit worried, and that I had to really pull myself back and go, like um is this going to look good in 5, 10 years, like am I going to be grateful that I've stayed this way? And like, I just, on all fronts I wanted to purify and cleanse myself, and really, feel the not only the health benefits but the mental and
Mm.
the emotional state, and the stabilized mood that you get from putting good things into your body.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, there's something that you've done recently that I've been really proud of, is that I've noticed that you're day by day you're starting to put yourself first, or you're continuing to put yourself first more and more,
Mm.
and listen to your inner voice that says this is the right thing for me.
Yeah.
And that's been really powerful to see, because like, yeah, when I first met you, there were some things in those areas that I noticed that you seem to be struggling with a bit, and it's honestly really like moving to see that you're really claiming some power for yourself back.
But
And
that a lot of that's because of you.
mm.
You've taught me to be braver and helped me to understand why I need to do it. So yeah, it's because of you.
That's cute for this. Um, so yeah, what's something? Yeah, so name some love languages that you align with, and we'll see how many we share.
Yeah. Um, Physical touch is a big one for me
Mm.
because it's very personal,
Yeah.
and I think it sort of gets all the senses going.
Mm.
And acts of service are big for me as well because I like doing nice things to make people happy.
Mm. Yes. I
Take that as you will.
yeah, I find within myself, I love physical touch, but more recently, and I've come to really love like acts of service, and I've always like really loved gift giving.
Yeah.
Those I'd say would be my top three. But yeah, for me, acts of service, like it can feel so powerful when when you do something just unconditionally for your partner.
It's
And
very satisfying.
yeah, and it's great. It's great. That's the one that I've noticed, that when I do that sort of thing, you really respond to it and you really appreciate it.
Because I'm
And
not used to it. It's nice. Don't stop.
never,
Or I'll
baby.
bloody kill you.
Bloody kill you, man. um, all right, so um, I'll let you do the last one.
Okay. Name something that has come to mind in the past that you would like to discuss.
Could be literally anything.
Oh, am I first?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. Cut. No. No. Okay. So, something that I wanted to discuss. It's hard because we literally air out everything.
We do. We don't leave anything unturned, do we? Like
No.
we everything that goes on we talk about.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I can't think of anything either because we don't brush anything under the carpet. We don't ignore
Oh,
things, do
there
we?
there is one thing that came to mind that was like it's something that I have mentioned, but it's not something I don't think I've talked about it enough, perhaps,
Mm.
and that is like sometimes I do get concerned that the kids might not be connecting to me as strongly as I maybe hoped so.
Mm.
And don't get me wrong, there are days where they absolutely dispel that
Mm.
aspersion, and they like really impress me with like that they not impress me, but they do something that really endears me. Like
Mm.
if they come like running to me on the couch and like show me this new Lego set, or
Yeah,
like
or ask
a,
if you're coming over or
yeah, or like I've heard like I've been away for like even just a night or half a night, and um they ask you, Ali, that like, oh, where's Govi, and like
yeah, is
stuff
he
like that.
coming back? And
Yeah, but I think sometimes it's the when like when I say hi to them when they've come home from school, like, or when I've come home from work, more so, and then they take ages to respond and say hey, or not like as much
yes,
as
I,
I maybe want to hear. But I realize that it might not be something that they're used to, that kind of interaction, and
they're not.
it's something that can be gently encouraged over time. But I've got to kind of learn to not stress so much about that.
Yeah, I think it's hard because I would probably be the same if it was in the other, the, way round. But I think for my kids, they've it's they're not like you said, they're not used to it, and they're not used to someone like you who wants to heavily interact and
Mm,
like genuinely engage with interest. They're used to just passing comments or
mm,
no interaction at all.
yeah.
Um, and it's just the way they've grown up. I mean, obviously, I used to hang out with them and stuff a lot, but from a male perspective, you know, their dad was, busy with work, and he'd come
Mm,
home from work and go straight into the office, and like I don't want to. I'm not saying anything bad, but I'm just saying that's what they're used to. So, but with
mm,
you, you actually want to sit down and play a game with them, and you want to, or you want to take them to shoot hoops or play golf or whatever.
mm.
So, it's just, I think they're definitely coming out of their shell. It has
Yeah,
taken a
absolutely.
while, but they're getting more and more used to it. And I think, we get one every 2 weeks with them. So
Mm.
they just start to warm up, I reckon.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
it's time for them to go back to their dads.
yeah.
So,
But that's the thing. It's
yeah.
it's it's kind of like, well, like my papa would say with Krishna consciousness, like you might get so much progress in one life
Mm,
with your relationship with God, but then say, when you're born again, Krishna will bless you by putting you in a position where you come back into contact with that.
yes.
And I know not everyone believes in that, but like this is sort of the way that I'm comparing it. It is like um when you well, like when they leave
Mm.
your house, they
Oh, gosh.
they sort of feel a certain way about me, and then it might like they might forget some things about our interactions while they're
Mm.
at their dad's, and but then when they come back, it's fairly easy for them to reach that same point again and
Yeah.
continue going up.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
yeah, it's I
I
have
think
high
one day,
hopes, high
I think
hopes for
one
them.
day we'll look back and it'll be like, oh, do you remember when they were really awkward? Or do you
Yeah,
remember when they
yeah,
wouldn't talk? And
yeah. It'll
and
just be a
we'll
laughing
probably be
thing.
laughing about it, as they get
Yeah.
older and more mature and understand
Mm,
things better. It will
yeah.
definitely. I mean, this is very common. I've spoken to a lot of people in similar situations, and it is very common behavior. So
Yeah.
it's definitely not, anything to do with you personally. It's just their awkward age and the
Yeah,
situation,
absolutely,
and
yeah.
just getting used to a different lifestyle.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Love you.
Love you too. Can I get back in my pajamas now?
No, we're making content all night.
I had my slippers on and I want to put them back on. Very good.
All right, thanks, guys. I almost just turn it off. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.